My name's Sharon Carr and I'm a student social worker on a 100-day placement with Together for Children. I got into the care sector by my work experience. I've always worked with vulnerable young people and families, and I've worked with them to make changes and empower them throughout their life and their journeys throughout their lives. So for me, going into social work was a natural progression. I've always worked in the care setting, or more importantly, I've always worked with children and young people who are vulnerable, and it's always been an area where I'm very, very passionate about helping people and empowering people to make changes within their life, and I felt that social work was a natural progression for me. I've worked in various different arenas within local authorities, within domestic abuse organisations, and more recently with Looked After Children. My role at Together for Children, as I explained, I'm a student social worker, so it's part of a 100-day final placement, and I'm from Sunderland University. So my role is really to shadow the social workers, to get to know the job, to learn kind of the processes around child protection, child in need, looked after children, the court process. So I've been involved in shadowing, and I've also started carrying a small caseload of my own, where I'm working with families, running some child in need plans, and doing some direct work with young people. And what I like most about working in children's social care is the variety that the job brings. The working with young people themselves is a real key area of the job, and to be able to see the changes that you are helping and making and bringing to the lives of those young people, for me, is really important. I feel really supported within my role for Together for Children. As a student, I was very worried about coming into a well-established social work team. I understand how busy social workers are, and for me to go in, it was kind of like, am I going to be in the way? But it's absolutely been the opposite. Everybody is so supportive, really goes out of the way to help me, to guide me, to take me out and shadow different cases. Nothing's too much trouble for anybody in the team. It's really been really good. Since starting my placement in Sunderland, I've felt very, very supported in respect of a future career in Sunderland. It's very obvious that Together for Children are really keen to employ and retain social workers, and that there's lots of career opportunities, and that's something that I'm really interested in progressing. Anybody who is considering working for Together for Children, I would encourage them to do so. It's a company that have a vested interest in improving the lives of young people in Sunderland, and in order to do this, they need good social workers. Yes, the job's really hard and it's difficult and it's long hours, but there's so many opportunities there. There's so many families out there that need help. And definitely the social workers that I'm currently working with are just so dedicated and hardworking, and that is exactly what they're doing. They are working to improve the lives of the children here in Sunderland. So definitely come and work for Together for Children.